So here's the thing. I'm not even like what? This is episode 2 and I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. If Matt allowed Victoria to have the caucasity to continue to use her white woman antics on this show, I will no longer be watching this show. I promise you, I promise you, I promise you. I understand that she is here probably from production point of view. Not because he gives a fuck about her, not because he likes her, but because production probably needs somebody like her here. But I'm telling you right now, if her caucasity gets one of my bitches kicked off the show, I will be done watching the show. I promise you, I won't review the show, and it will just give more credence as to why I do not watch this shit. Cause I was thoroughly annoyed this whole episode because of her. Thoroughly freaking annoyed. What's up, hon? Thoroughly freaking annoyed. Okay, very much the fuck so. Let's get to it, cause oh my gosh, I'm so annoyed. I got a shitload of notes. This is ridiculous. Oh, also, before we go any further, I do want to say that one of the girls on the show, Rachel, who got a rose at the end, allegedly it is being said that my good sis is very racist actually. That there are screenshots, there are Instagram pictures and screenshots of her liking certain things, of her being in certain pictures with the Confederate flag. There's also somebody who came out and said that when they were in high school that Rachel actually made fun of them for dating somebody black. Does that surprise me? No. I'm gonna say allegedly, but I believe it abso-fucking-lutely. I absolutely believe that. Don't care what nobody says. So let's get to it. So the girls, they get to the house or whatever. The house is cute. We don't really see much of the house, but that's fine. I don't need to see the house. I don't give a fuck. Okay, the house is cute or whatever. Chris comes in and says that there's going to be 3 dates. There's going to be a group date, and then there's going to be 2 one-on-ones, okay? The first person that's going to have a one-on-one is Bree. Bree is 24, just to kind of put it out there. I like Bree. I think she's a cute enough girl. I'm going to save my comments about that later, but yeah. And so when they're getting ready, so she goes to get ready or whatever to go on her date with him, and you have Victoria already starting her shit, complaining, like, okay, this is the thing, I'll give her this part. Okay, she was just like, well, I'm not gonna sit around here and act like I'm happy like the rest of y'all, because one of them said, well, I am happy for her or whatever. She's like, well, I'm not about to sit up here and act like I'm happy for y'all, like happy for her, because I'm not. Like, I want to be the one going out with him, and that's fine. You can have that feelings, but like the girl said, this show, this show, we are not going to be the only ones going out with him. It's going to be us, and it's going to be this girl, sometimes all together. So instead of you sitting there and being a hater, you don't have to be happy about it, but you being a hater is not going to help your situation at the fuck off. So move the hell on, okay? So they go on riding ATVs or whatever the case may be. Matt, you flung this girl smooth off of the ATV. I didn't find that attractive at all. That shit would have pissed me off. Like, I wouldn't have found that cute. I'm sorry, just me personally. I wouldn't have found nothing about that cute. Do you know how dangerous ATVs are? Do you know how dangerous that shit is? That wasn't cute to me, but whatever. So they end up doing that. Then they go into this little wood hot tub or whatever. And of course, we all know Matt's fine as hell. Like somebody said, production was like, all right, look, so we need you to take your shirt off and then chop this piece of wood. And then y'all could go about your business. There was no point in him chopping the wood. The whole point was us to see that Matt is fine. We know that. We got it, okay? He's fine. We get it, okay? So then they get into the little wooden hot tub or whatever. And they talk or whatever. I'm sorry. I understand that everybody has been like tested for the Rona and whatnot, but like, I don't know. I guess maybe because the Rona is a thing, it's weird for me to see people like first of all, being close in quarters is weird to me, but specifically like you kissing all of these different women, like, I mean, pre the Rona, I would still be like, ew, you really shouldn't just be going around kissing everybody. But especially with the Rona being a thing, like I get it. I get everybody was tested, but I don't know. It's just it's an internal thing. Like, that's just weird to me. Anyway, so they're in there, they're having a nice little conversation or whatever. They don't really even talk too much. They're pretty much just in there making out or whatever. And so then we go back and we see Victoria. Like, production. I want y'all to understand. The amount of times that y'all showed this bitch, we don't need that. We do not need to see her this much. You could have showed her complaining all of like 1 or 2 times, and you had enough going on at the end to where you don't need to keep showing her. Like, I understand what y'all are trying to do, and I understand what she's trying to do. But like I said on Twitter, I want her to understand there is only one queen of reality TV. There's only one quote unquote bad girl, the villain. That is Tiffany New York Pollard, okay? And you will never touch her, okay? You will never touch her. So just sit down. Just sit the hell down. Haven't we had to do enough with white people and their antics this week? We don't need your antics too. Sit down, okay? Sit down. She just kept freaking complaining. Just keep freaking complaining. And also, my question is, what does this hoe do for a living? Everybody else got something underneath their name. Social media marketer, lawyer, corporate lawyer, finance manager. Bitch, under your name is queen, meaning I know for a fact you ain't got a job. What do you do? What do you do to earn money? What do you do? She gonna send me there, y'all. I'm gonna keep going off. I don't care. I'm gonna keep going off her. I don't care. So then him and Bree went out. No shade, but Bree, and who am I to talk? Who am I to talk? But I'm just saying, Bree looked kind of basic to me. She had a decent dress, but then she had on like a leather jacket that was kind of sort of like this a little bit, and I didn't think the leather jacket went with the outfit. But whatever, that's neither here nor there. They had a conversation or whatever. She talked about her mom got pregnant with her at 13 years old. Okay, and the first thing I said is, "Ooh, where's the daddy? What happened?" Okay, like shout out to Jessie Woo, whatever, on Twitter, but she said facts like, girl, you need to be going to Iyanla because this is some real shit. Okay, so yeah, she said her dad wasn't really around. You know, I don't know. I guess Matt connects with people who don't have their dad in their life because that's how it is for him, I guess. So whenever somebody says they didn't have their dad in their life, I guess he like, I want to say he perks up and he's like, oh my gosh, you too. It's always like this. Oh my gosh, you too. Oh my gosh, you too. Oh my gosh, you're a fatherless child too. Oh my gosh, me too. Like that's what he gives me every time every time somebody says that, that's what he gives me. But I'm sorry, but no, but you know, she talked about that, and she pretty much is looking, you know, for a family, you know, a stable family. And again, and I'm going to touch on this later again, but I think it's normal for you to feel like you want a family. But I do feel like on shows like these, like when people be going out and looking for love, to me, it comes off like you're trying to fill a void. Like, it's nothing wrong with wanting a family, right? But I just feel like some people, y'all need to be working, like, y'all need to do some inner work, because it feels like instead of trying to deal with the hurt and with the trauma and with your past, you're literally trying to find somebody to come in and pretty much like fill that void. And like, it's kind of like this, like if like something, like if air is leaking out of a tire, right? Instead of just getting a whole new tire and putting it on and doing all of the work it actually takes to put on a new tire, you're actually just getting a patch, and you're patching it, and it might work for a little bit, but eventually that air is going to start leaking out again, and eventually you're going to get to the point where you have to, you know, put on a whole new tire. So that's just how I feel about some of these women on here. But anyway, but I still like Brie. I think she's cool. Then we go back to Victoria, still complaining about not going on no group, not going on a one-on-one. Girl, he don't like you. We don't like you. The only reason you are on this show is because of production. Let's keep it real. Production is in Matt's ear. Has to be in Matt's ear, telling him, you need to keep her. 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 Because otherwise, there's no reason. There's absolutely no reason. I want her off my TV screen now. Not later. Right now. Right the fuck now, okay? So then we go on to the group date, or whatever the case. We go over to the group date, and it's 18 of these hoes, because this is the most, you know, women that they had in the history. So, like I said, what does Victoria do? Don't freaking know. He goes and he has a conversation with the Brie, a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful black woman, okay? Oh no, I'm sorry. I said Brie. Brie already got her rose or whatever. Brie got her rose, you know, after they had their date or whatever. And then they had the little whole fireworks show or whatever, you know, and everybody's like, oh, they're probably making out right now. And it's not, let's just be real. That little shot of them kissing or whatever, that gave me straight NBC promotion like vibes. Like, all right, y'all. So we're gonna do the fireworks, and we need you guys to kiss now. Okay. Hold it. Hold the shot. Keep kissing. It looks lovely. It looks great. You guys look great. All right, and scene. Like that's what it gets me because they need a promo for the season. That's what that gave me. But anyway. So then it's time for the group date. Sorry, now it's time for the group date. Okay. And I got, yes, black man in black. He looked amazing in that suit. That suit was like tailored to him pretty perfectly. He looked really good. So I guess their date, which I thought was a dumbass date to be quite honest, was that he was taking pictures, and pretty much what he wanted is there's a whole bunch of wedding dresses over there, and he wanted to take pictures with the girls in their wedding dress to quote unquote see how it is that they would look together in their photos. That comes off extremely vain to me, especially when you don't know me. That comes off very fucking vain, and to me it's just a dumbass idea for a date. I just personally, I didn't really see the point of that. To me, that was a dumb date, but whatever. So, who was it that ran into his arms? Because I didn't get to write down who it was. Wait, hold on. I think it was Kristen. I believe it was Kristen who ran and jumped in this man's arms like when they was first all there. Like and then jumped. Girl, you don't know that man. You still do not know that man. I understand you want him to be your man, but you do not know him enough to run up and to jump on him and hug him like that. Like y'all been best friends y'all whole life, or like y'all been fucking for years or something like that, or y'all been fucking for a couple months. Like, no. Simmer, calm the puss. I know the puss is hot and ready, but calm down. Just calm down, okay? So they all get into their wedding dresses or whatever, and all of the girls start taking their pictures and stuff. Then here come Victoria doing the absolute most. Okay, that whole photo shoot, you could just tell how forced it was. She gonna ask him to try to take off her, the little thing, the garter, whatever the fuck it is that they have on their leg, whatever, the garter belt, to take it off while they're taking a picture. Like, and then kissed him, and it was just so awkward and just so not, no, girl, no, get her off my screen. Oh my gosh. So after she does that, because she started to interrupt, what is the girl name? Mari's picture, whatever. But anyway, after they take the picture, then Chris comes up and he's like, hey, you guys said you want to fight for his love. I thought they was going to do the boxing match that they kind of showed in the previews, but no. So mind you, when they're leaving to go to the next part of the date, half of the girls didn't take a picture with him, which makes sense to a lot of y'all hoes. So they end up going to the middle of the woods or whatever, and it's pretty much going to be split up into two teams, and it's kind of like paintball, but it's not like paintball guns. They're just hitting each other with like paint, and then they're gonna try to run and grab like a heart on this side. Both of them got hearts set up on separate sides of teams, and the goal is to go and get the heart and bring it to your side. It's pretty much the whole point. Let me see what I have to say about that. I mean, to be quite honest, I didn't find it very entertaining. That was just me. I didn't find it very entertaining. Unless we was about to be straight like ransacking bitches, like unless somebody was about to get hit like they was a linebacker, I didn't really care. But shout out to a couple of y'all was doing y'all thing out there, really holding it down. Okay, who ended up winning? The red team ended up winning, which had who had the weird girl on there. Okay, but at the end he ended up getting Mari, or who was on the blue team, or whatever other team it was, gave her the most valuable player, I guess, so she could come on their group day too. I'm gonna be honest, I do not like Mari. I don't really know much about her, but I do not like her because she just gives me very like vain, very uppity, very typical, very social media YouTuber vibes, if that makes any sense. And I don't mean my type of YouTube. I mean like the YouTube that be on the trending page, like those type of YouTubers. That's what she gives me. She just comes off real fake. That's it, like real fake, like across the board, very fake. So yeah. So after they're done, right? So after, I'm sorry, I've got to check how many minutes I got. So after they do all of that, right? You got the girls who do lose. They're going home, whatever. And like one or two of them start crying. And I'm like, not y'all crying over a man that y'all might not even like. Like, come on. Y'all, somebody said it on the next episode to somebody else, which is like, you've only spent a couple of hours with this man and you're already saying you have such a deep ass connection. It doesn't make sense. Thank you to whoever said that next week. It doesn't make any sense. Y'all are sitting over here crying over a man that the majority of y'all haven't even really met. Y'all met him as far as shaking his hand and hugging him, but y'all have not even spent time with him and y'all are crying. be an adult. Like, be an adult. But maybe it's hard because half of y'all is like 22, 23, 24. Like, y'all not, be adults. How about that? Be a freaking adult. So, that's what I was going to say. Very superficial. That's what Mari gives me because I have her name here. Okay. So then they go on a group date or whatever. And, you know, the little rose is sitting out on the table. So he goes to go and have a conversation with, hold on, Lauren. Okay. Beautiful black queen Lauren. Okay. And, you know, she pretty much talks about, you know, her, how she wants her relationship to be built off of her faith, you know, which is in God and stuff. And they pretty much have a nice conversation about, you know, how important their faith is to each other and how they really want to build everything off of that. I'm surprised he even liked her because she the one who said that her parents got a long lasting marriage. So it was a little bit confusing to me that he was even into her. That was a shock to me, okay? So yeah, so then after that he goes and he talks to Jasenia. Jasenia, like I said, kind of like the last person, like I talked about before, like y'all all just I want to be married so badly, just so badly. Like, I need y'all to calm down. I just need y'all to calm down, okay? Like I said, it seemed like some of y'all got some internal issues that y'all need to work out before y'all can marry anybody. That's just what I see. While they're on the group date, we go back to the house, and the last card comes. You know, now there was 5 girls who didn't go on a date, and it comes to find out that Sarah is able to go on the one-on-one with him. So then we go back to the group date, and Victoria goes in there. She goes to talk to Matt, and she's like, you know, I know I seem all confident and stuff, but I'm just like really, really insecure. No shit, Sherlock. Stevie Wonder can see that you're insecure, girl. We didn't need you to tell us that. That is obvious how insecure you are. Duh. That's what I have in my notes. I have duh all the way across my paper. All the way across. Because no shit. You wouldn't act the way that you do if you wasn't insecure as fuck. You're super insecure. And the crazy part, you know what? I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna hold it to the end because see, I was about to really go in and drag and but I'm gonna keep that to the end. Let's put a pin in that right there, okay? We'll be right back to that in a second. Okay. Alrighty, so he ends up giving his rose to Lauren. I said yes, Black Queen, yes, okay. So then he goes on his date with Sarah. I think they end up going flying or something like that, which whatever. Keep my comments to myself on that. Do you see the difference in the day? Okay, so they do that. That was cute, whatever. Then they go on their little dinner, and she talks to him about, you know, how her father has ALS and how, you know, she just really stressed about being here because she has never really been away from him since, you know, she quit her job and everything to move back to take care of him, which that is really nice that she would give up her entire like career to pretty much come back and take care of him. And I liked how she talked about, you know, how when she pretty much, it's kind of like the reversal world, like the stuff that he was doing for me when I was a kid, now I get to do for him, like him doing my hair, so now I get to do his hair. I thought that was cute or whatever. He said, you know, that he was thankful, you know, and a little surprised, you know, that she took the risk to meet him and kept saying that I thank you so much. Now here's the thing, I'm not taking nothing away from Sarah because I ain't got a problem with her. And I do think that, you know, I think her situation is unique. And she does seem like a really dope person, but I need Matt to not keep saying like, oh my gosh, you sacrificed so much to be here for me. Yeah, exactly. That's nothing, like, you can say that that's awesome, but I don't think that's nothing to hang your hat on, because remember, she made that decision to come out here. She didn't have to this is not a life or death thing, you know what I mean? This whole Bachelor situation is not. She did make the decision to come. So yes, you can say thank you, but I don't feel like you need to be hanging your hat on the fact that she made the decision to come out here. That was her decision. She didn't have to come out here. Nobody forced her to. That was her decision to come out here. So yeah, so I did very much so appreciate Matt. I very much so appreciated when he said to her, what can I do to make me someone that you want to be with? I said, come through, Matt. You better ask her, what can I do to make me, you know, more attractive to you, or to make me, you know, more husband material for you. Yes, you better be asking, because like I keep saying about this show, the only thing that's weird to me, it's not weird, but it's just like, y'all are all hanging, like I said, hanging your hat. That's something I'm gonna keep saying. Y'all are betting on the fact that he's just such a great person. He's just such a great man. Y'all absolutely have no idea, and y'all are fighting so badly to be with him that y'all not even asking yourself, is he gonna be able to provide what it is that I need in this relationship? Nobody's thinking about that. Nobody is wondering, sitting around and thinking about that. Y'all just all so thirsty pretty much for him that nobody's thinking about that. So I like that he asked. I like that he asked. Says a lot, okay? Where we at, y'all? All right, I got Harry up here. So he ends up giving her the rose, you know. Gosh, all of the things Sarah saying, oh, there's just something so special about him, and I just feel so comfortable. She's like the 15th person that said this episode. I just feel so comfortable talking to him. I just feel so comfortable. Of course you feel comfortable. You trying to get in that man's drawers, and you want the ring, so of course you want to feel comfortable. But like the woman said, you really don't know him from a can of paint. So I don't. He's just so special. Oh my gosh, I've just never felt nothing like this. Disney. I understand this is ABC and Disney, but this is not how real fairy tales work. Cut this shit, y'all. Cut this shit. For real. It's like, it's cracking me the hell up, okay? Like, you don't really know him. You don't really know him. But okay, we're gonna roll with it. That's the last time I'm gonna say that. We're just gonna roll with you guys feeling like he's just like the salt to your Ritz cracker, if that makes any sense, okay? So, and I didn't mean that in a racist term. It just hit me that it came out like that. That's not how I meant it. So yeah, this is me complaining again about how all y'all keep saying the same thing. Let's get to the rose ceremony, okay? So the rose, you know, the cocktail before the rose, okay? So first he goes to go and talk to Abigail because he hasn't talked to her since the first night. You know, Abigail is the girl that he gave his first impression rose to. I like them together. I really like Abigail. I think she's a sweet enough girl. She seems cute enough. And you know, they both said that they're gonna come up with, you know, like little things that'll make, you know, let each other know that they're thinking about each other. I think that's really, really cute for them to have, you know, between one another. That's cute. I mean, I know the girls don't have a problem, but Matt, what's up with the touchy at the inside of the leg? Because you do it to every single last one of these females that sit next to you or sit in front of you. What's up with the touchy at the inside of the leg? I mean, like I said, I know it don't bother them. I'm just asking and I'm just wondering. Like, are you a very like touchy person? Which that's fine. That's fine. I just want to know. I just don't want you to end up in a Me Too situation. That's all I'm saying. So then he comes and he talks to Mary Lynn, and Mary Lynn is one of the people who actually didn't really have to, who didn't have any time with him at all. And, you know, so she was saying to him, you know, I didn't even know if you, like, remembered me or cared because, you know, I didn't get to go anywhere with you. I didn't get to go on a one-on-one. I didn't really talk to you. And he ends up saying, no, I did think of you, you know, and I actually got you an orchid because I remember you saying that was your favorite flower. Now, in the comments, do y'all think he really remembered that? Do y'all think he really remembered that, or do y'all think that was production again? Y'all get in the comments and tell me what y'all think. So yeah, so he gives her, you know, her flower, and you know, she goes back outside. So of course, Victoria, being the hating ass bitch that she is, decides, oh, somebody else is having a good time. Oh, he likes somebody else. Well, guess what? I'm about to rain on your fucking parade. So she goes and says, I need to go. I don't normally, you know, I don't think he should really know about the women's business, but I'm going to go and I'm going to talk to Matt because I don't think that Meredith should be here. She's a toxic person. She's this, she's that. So she don't need to be here. So this, I'm sorry, I'm going to say white so much. And this is nothing against the white people that's watching me. I fuck with y'all. But this white woman takes this black man into the back room and sits in his face and lies like the Trump supporter she looks like, and says that Mary Lynn is toxic and was coming for her and said all of this crazy shit to her and has made it so that it is uncomfortable for her to be in the house. I wanted to turn my TV off right then and there. I wanted to turn it off so badly. Then we go over to Matt in his confessional, and he goes, oh, well, I gotta figure out what's going on because what reason would Victoria have to lie to me? My nigga, oh my gosh. I can't with the fucking stupidity. So, why are you so quick to believe her? Why? You see that she is thirsty as hell, but for some reason you want to believe her. So he goes out. I'm sorry, I gotta keep checking the time, yeah. So he goes out to go and get Mary Lynn. and brings her back, and pretty much asks her, about what's going on. And at the end of the day, she's just like, look, normally I wasn't gonna even tell you, but I gotta defend myself. Like, I did not mess with that girl. I didn't do anything to her. Like what can I do pretty much to make you believe me? Because you could tell that he really don't believe her, and it was really pissing me off. Because what grounds do that girl even got to say that that's the case? Like somebody else said later, why'd you bring it up just now? Why are you just now bringing it up? You waited until after he. This is what I'm saying, Matt. If you are so smart, I need you to use common sense. I need you to use common sense, even if you wasn't around her. So let's get this right. This whole night, right? The girl ain't say shit to you. But the minute that woman comes out with something that you gave her, now all of a sudden there's an issue. I need you to use that common fucking sense. I need you to use common sense. And if you don't, I will no longer be watching the show or reviewing it. And I don't give a fuck because I don't watch The Bachelor any the fuck way. So, so yeah, so like I said, so he pretty much calls her in the back, and Victoria's now out front, and she's telling everybody what's going on or whatever, and everybody is pretty much saying the same thing, like, girl, you're full of shit. And at the end of the day, I'm about to drag. This is that typical ass white privilege, let me cry, victim ass shit, and it's fucking annoying. You are dumb as shit, bitch. You said gestures. I'm a queen, and they're gestures, like GESTR. Bitch, it's gestures, or are you dumb? Your oily ass face. You talking about some oil and vinegar, girl? You're dumb. Do you mean oil and water? Do you mean oil and water? Like how your face is so oily, I can see all of your pores, bitch. I can see all of your pores. Okay, I want you to understand something. Neutrogena is a thing for a reason, okay? Proactive is a thing for a reason. It's there for a reason. And I'm going to need you to go ahead, if we need to make a GoFundMe for Victoria's proactive situation, but that's what we will do. You know what? Neutrogena will help you make your face not so oily. It will make you clear up those pores nice, quick, fast, in a hurry. Because you want to know who doesn't have that problem? Mary Lynn sure doesn't. Her skin actually looks flawless, as well as her hair, as well as her outfit. You walking around wearing my grandma's freaking window curtains as a dress. Why can I see your black thick bra strap in the back of your dress? Why can I see that? Where's the class, bitch? Where's the class? You want to talk about somebody so badly? Where's the class? I'm gonna set up a GoFundMe for your pores, sis. Oily all over the place, all up in the damn bags, bags from Baghdad, just everywhere. Your bags look like Jackie Christie's neck. Fuck out of here, okay? Then they have the little rose ceremony, and he gives one to Piper. I like Piper. She gives one to Kit. Kit is the cute little white girl. Maggie, my Ethiopian princess queen. She's a beautiful. Rachel, not here for her. She's racist as shit, and I hope that comes out, allegedly. Abigail, bae, love her. Chelsea, bad bitch illegal. Jasenia, she reminds me of Moana. Every time I say Jasenia, I think of Moana. She just gives me Moana vibes, so I like her. And Katie, don't really know much about her. Serena, see, she's all right. So while all of this is going on, remember Sarah had got her thingy already. So at first, I'm thinking, because Sarah in her confession was like, if he picks Victoria, like, I gotta really sit back and think, like, what type of man am I even dealing with? So at first, I'm thinking she about to step off because he about to pick her. But no, I guess just got like real like dizzy or whatever, and she had to step off. Somebody needs to step up to the plate in that house and tell him that she's a liar. That's what I need somebody in that house to do. Because I can't do this shit no more. I can't do this shit no more. I need to get her pores off of my TV. I don't want to hear about her. I don't want to talk about this no more. I want her gone. Like yesterday, ABC. Get that bitch off my TV. I'm done. Annoying ass, pores ass, Trump ass supporter.